if someone else spoke to me the way that I speak to myself, I'd have to kill that son of a bitch because, I couldn't tolerate that. I don't know why we're just so mean to ourselves, man. I don't know why I get so addicted to things. I'm even addicted to damn nasal spray. That's about the hardest thing I've had to kick, to be honest with you.
Man, I appreciate your honesty here. Yeah, look, I had a non-addictive nasal spray that I had for a while that, sometimes I'd pull up, if I was going to a bar or something, I'd do a hit in each nose before I'd go in. It didn't even do anything to me. It gave me a little bit of a flashback of probably doing a drug or something, and just kind of heightened my senses in a weird way. But yeah, man, I'm sorry that you are so mean to yourself. And I don't mean that as a reflection of who you are, because I know, like me, you don't want to be. You don't want to be. But if you're like us, you have some of this that we have, this ism, this alcoholism, this uncomfort. It's really an uncomfort that just lives in us. You're probably going to be real hard on yourself. I think I was always extremely hard on people. That's the number one note people have given me. Man, you're so hard on yourself. And I think I used to think that if I wasn't hard on myself, then nobody was. Let me think about this. If I wasn't hard on myself, because when I was young, nobody was anything on me, And so I thought maybe if I was hard on myself, or maybe if I was perfect. I used to think, I realized this the other day, I used to think that, I expected myself to be perfect, so then I would never was, because it's impossible, so then, therefore, I'm so hard on myself. Because I thought that I wasn't cared for as a child, and I'm not trying to self-pity, I'm just looking at what was a part of my life, that I wasn't cared for as a child, so therefore I took it on myself. Oh, if I was better, if I was perfect, then I would be loved. I'm not perfect enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for my mother to see me. I'm not good enough for my father to stay alive. I had this epiphany not long ago, that I thought that if I was better, if I was perfect, if I did everything right as a kid, I thought this. I didn't know until just recently that I thought it, but it came up. That if I did everything right, that my father would stay alive. That's what I thought for some reason as a kid. Nobody explained to me what was going on or how things worked, or that dad was getting, I just knew my dad was older and that he was not going to be alive for a long time. And as a child, I thought maybe if I'm perfect, that my life would be different. And more specifically, that my dad would stay alive. I thought that. I don't know how I came up with that or what made me think that as a kid. But at least then it gave me some control over what was going to happen. Because now it's something, it's up to me,